Salt Lake. How are you? It's been a while. Where have you guys been? Here. What? Something was going on for the last year and a half? Man, we missed you guys. All right, I'm going to bring them up because we have limited time. We can talk more Saturday. Twisted Tunes, make sure you're there. That's right. All right, real quick, we want to warm you guys up because it is the first day back, all right? I'm not sure you're ready. So I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to scream as loud as you can. So I want people back on the main floor to hear this, okay? 1, 2, 3. That's why I love Salt Lake City. All right, let's bring them up. We have Rob Paulsen is joining us, folks. Next up, I can't see any. Oh, there he is. Maurice LaMarche is coming up next. Here he is, folks. Let's hear it. I can see Kaitlyn Robrock at her first convention ever. All right, I think you know our next guy. Jim Cummings is here. The mascot of the show, Jess Harnell! All right. Do you guys remember this group? Jess, you don't want to sit?
Oh, I didn't know there was one, dude. Hang on. I was just making myself comfortable. God, I missed you guys. How are you?
Yeah. Just makes himself comfortable. He just, come up in a squat.
Yeah. And when you invite him into your house, that's what he does. He just comes in and sits down.
But I usually do it in your bedroom, and then they get kicked out. You got to call the cops. It's a whole thing, man. All right, wait. Hey, me and Robbie. Robbie, we got to say hello. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, FanX.
All right, this is a Q&A. Our questions are coming in over here, is that right? Is this the question line, yes or no?
Right here.
Oh, front and center. All right. Okay, so we have one rule. I know it's Salt Lake, and I know you're really nice people here, but we're going to be mean right now. Okay, so when people have a question, they're going to ask one person.
Okay.
Yeah. They're going to say, I have a question for, and who it is. If they ask everybody, this panel will be one question, and then you guys will all be mad at us. So
we want to talk to as many of you guys
if
as we can.
somebody asks a question for more than one person, we boo them, we shame them, we point at them, okay? So let's practice that. If they ask more than one, everybody boo. Go ahead. All right, now be ready, because if they ask for more than one, I'm going to count on you. All right, first question, our buddy Josh.
Can you say your name and your favorite dessert? We want to get to know you.
My name is Josh.
Josh, how are you, buddy? We love you.
This question is for Jim Cummings.
Wait, where's your dessert?
Chocolate cake.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. Okay, what's happening?
What was it like to play Leo the Lion for Dumbo Circus?
What was it like? What was that?
Lion.
Oh, it was great.
Is that your first show?
Yeah, it was the very first thing I ever did. Yeah. I was thanks for noticing me. That's Eeyore's line, but sorry. He's not here. Well, thanks for noticing me, pal.
Thank you very much.
Josh.
All right, next question.
Hey guys.
guys.
Hi.
My question's for Mo. I'm Tianka. My favorite dessert is ice cream. I was just wondering, Mo, if we could hear a little snippet of the frozen peas outtake.
Now you're talking.
No, you can't.
We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. We aren't even in the fields, you see. We're talking about her growing and she's picked them. I don't understand you then. What must be over for July? When we get out of that snowy field. But I was out. We were onto a can of peas, a big dish of peas when I say July. You notice I gain weight as I do Orson Welles. It's getting bigger. Anyway, that's my little snippet. Before I get to the wordy-durds, I gotta stop.
Thank you very much. Next question.
Simon Day, as long as it's free, it's my favorite dessert.
Excellent.
And then my question is for Jim Cummings. On shows like Darkwing Duck, you voiced multiple characters. What was it like talking to yourself?
Well, it's really not a big deal because we're schizophrenic. And we are too. So, I can't, and I remember, so it was okay. What's that supposed to mean? A trick question? Fine. No, it was okay.
All right, go ahead.
I don't really care who answers this, so.
You guys are great. You got to pick one.
Next! Spin a wheel, man.
Oh, dude, come on. What's your question? I'll decide.
So, from past experiences, about how long before something is released is it voiced?
Rob.
I'm saying, how long does it take for something to be animated before it's released?
For something to be voiced.
Oh, voiced.
Yeah.
Well, we generally do our sessions, our 4-hour sessions. They are usually done easily within that time frame. And then it takes usually about 9 months to a year because the acting is done first. That way we're not limited by what's on the screen. Because when you have people like this who are able to improvise and come up with great ideas, you don't want to be locked into the picture. So, yeah, generally it takes about 4 hours to record the dialogue, but then about 9 months to a year to actually get it ready to come into your house. So thank you for asking.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, audience, for paying attention. All right, next question.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi. I think I'm going to have to go with red velvet cake.
Oh. Yes.
This question is for Jim Cummings. What personality trait of yours would you say is most like Winnie the Pooh?
He's very cuddly, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's right. What personality trait of me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't wear pants either, usually.
Pants are overrated.
That's about it. I mean, I'm dressed up for here, sure. But that's it, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next question. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, it's question is for Jim.
Ooh.
And I was wondering, I love to watch Winnie the Pooh movies all the time. And I was wondering, what's your favorite Winnie the Pooh song?
Favorite Winnie the Pooh song?
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven, I gotta go with.
Yeah.
There's a lady who... No.
Commit, Jim, commit.
All its whispers is honey, and it's buying me a stairway to the beehive.
So we got that going for us. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
It's a great question.
Hi, how are you?
Good. My question is for Jim.
Oh, no.
I was wondering if it was weird for you to sing in the dark of the night from Anastasia, given your normal characters are cute and cuddly.
Oh, how different was it to do that? Oh, it's great. It's great to be the bad guy every now and then and go, ah, ha, ha. You always have to laugh. At the end of a bad guy song, I've been a lot of bad guys. But it's okay, because you do one Winnie the Pooh, and you're allowed to do 3 bad guys. And it balances out perfectly. And so, it's a scale, and it's a sliding scale, and I don't fall off often. But yeah, it was, no, I get that one confused with Be Prepared, but the important thing is you have to laugh at the end. Ha, 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 ha. Nothing's funny. You're the bad guy, he was green, he was rotting, in the dark of the night. But it was kind of fun singing like Jim Ignatowski, you know, so that was fun. What's that question supposed to mean anyway?
Thank you very much. Next question.
My name is Molly, favorite dessert, jalapeno poppers. This is for you, Maurice. I was wondering about your experience working on Ed Wood and how that came about.
Well, yeah, I had the distinct pleasure of supplying Orson Welles' voice in the movie Ed Wood over Vincent D'Onofrio's brilliant on-camera performance. I mean, Vincent got every nuance of Welles perfectly. The way he would purse his lips before putting the cigar in his mouth, and the slight waggle that Welles had to his head when he talked, and the way they lit Vincent. I mean, I swore they dug up 1950s footage of Orson Welles. But Vincent didn't quite hit the voice. In fact, on the dailies that they sent me, Vincent was actually trying for like a higher kind of voice. And since then, Vincent has worked on the voice and gotten lower, and he and I have become friends. I always worried he wanted to take a pop at me for, you know, kind of intruding on his performance, but that was Tim's decision because it's Tim's movie, and we both understood that. So they flew me up to San Francisco, and got to meet Tim Burton in the studio. We worked on the scene probably about for 4 hours or 5 hours, because we really wanted to hit everything perfectly. And the lip sync especially was important. And I had laryngitis that day, so it actually brought a little more depth to my voice. And Tim, I heard, oh, you know, Tim's so out there, Tim's so weird, Tim's so this, Tim's so. He was the most focused director I've ever worked with. The weirdest thing about him was that he was, you know, able to kind of gather his knees up. He was sitting in this kind of chair, but he could put his heels here and just be all kind of gathered up like a yoga person, you know? And I had a great time that day, and really went all the way with purely Orson Welles, which is different than The Brain. Brain is like 75% Orson Welles and about 20% Vincent Price. Because there's peaks and valleys. So, you know, Vincent is like this. Good evening and welcome to Mystery. Tonight, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson get involved in a mystery. So, you know, but some of that informs Brain, because Brain is, we shall take, or Orson is, we shall take over the world, Pinky. And Vincent would be, we shall take over the world, Pinky. And so together they become, we shall take over the world, Pinky. So,
yeah. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris Provost, I'm the MC for FanX, but I'm such a big fan I wanted to come ask a question. Kaitlyn.
Me?
Yes. Minnie Mouse is so iconic. How did you discover that you were able to do the voice of Minnie Mouse?
Oh, well, that's been something for a long time.
Thank you. Minnie was, everyone knows Minnie, and my first ever Minnie introduction was totally Minnie back in the 80s. And I used to just dance around the house singing, I'm singing with Elton John. And I worked at Disneyland way back when, and some of the locations you work, like if I'm in Town Square with the characters, the parades will come in, and usually the cue for the audio in the parades is the same cue. And after hearing it so many times, I just came out of the break room when the ice skating float came in, and Mickey says his line, and then at the same time, I just said, Mickey, watch me twirl! Oh, Christmas is so fun! And
God, I love that.
Doesn't it? Yeah. And a coworker of mine was like, you sounded just like her. That's amazing. And I thought, just like her, you say. Well, maybe that's something to put in my back pocket and just practice on and off, keep my eye on it, and then the opportunity came and like, you better put up or shut up, literally.
Now, is this the best convention you've ever been to, ever?
Yes!
Actually, Chris, that was a great question. On that note, Jess, I think you had something to say about Kaitlyn too.
Well, man, listen, you guys, this is totally from the heart. I mean, I know a lot of you guys, we've talked from over the years. I've seen some of you grow up, and I'm always trying to like encourage you guys and you know, be as positive as I can with you, especially at a time like this when the world needs positivity because there's so much stuff that sucks. So we all got to try to keep a smile on our faces. Well, Kaitlyn is an amazing example of a lot of the things that I've said to a lot of you guys over the years coming here, okay? She had a dream. And the thing that she just talked about, she didn't mention this, but she always had a dream of doing voiceover. And she used to come to panels, just like this one, and ask me and Rob questions, you know, and want to know about voiceover. And we got to know her a little bit and found her to be such a sweet and nice and cool person. So we kind of took an interest and we're like, hey, what are you doing? Are you taking your classes? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And the answer was always yes. She was always working on it, always trying to do it, always wanting to do it. And it's just so amazing to me. And her other passion, by the way, was Disney. She's a Disney freak. She's a dyed-in-the-wool Disney freak. She loves it, you know, more than words can say. And so at the end of the day, because she never gave up, she kept trying and she kept learning, she's now the voice of Minnie Mouse. So how about that?
She's practically on the money.
And if she can do it, guess what? You know what I'm going to say next. So just remember her story whenever you're doubting that great things can happen.
From down there to up here, you know?
I've been out there for years.
Years.
It's the first time I'm actually on the other side. So it's a heavy feeling.
Right.
And Jess, Jess gave me my first job, sort of, kind of, maybe.
Don't leave me hanging.
We, what was it? Drawn Together. You guys remember Drawn Together?
Oh, God, I'm sorry about that. You sick bastards. You watched that?
One of my favorite shows, and we heard there was going to be a direct-to-DVD movie at Comic-Con one year, so a bunch of friends of mine went to go see the panel, to go support Jess, and they had a contest of, if you win the contest, you'll be drawn into the movie, and you get to do a voice role. And so they were picking people from the audience, and we were raising my hands, and I'm like, if I don't get this, I'm going to explode in the seat. And a friend of mine yelled out to Jess, "Jess, pick a chick!" And he saw me, and he was like, "Oh.
Right there, I knew her.
I know you. Nepotism works. Get up here." And I thought, like, okay, what's this contest going to be? Do we have to recreate our favorite moment? Do we have to do
Oh, no,
like that?
nothing that's...
No. They pulled out a pair of those fuzzy handcuffs you can find at certain stores, and we had to stay handcuffed to the creator until we gave up.
Yeah, the last person handcuffed got to be in the movie, and that must have been you.
Yeah, and about 4 hours later, I'm like, I want to go home, I have a shower, I have food, I don't know what to do. And the other two contestants, they thought the only prize was getting drawn in. So I asked Jess, like, is there any way I could just leave and I can have the voiceover part, maybe?
$20 gets you,
And
you don't
so
get you
he told
anywhere,
the creators,
man.
like, she can do it, let's call this contest, and everyone's going to be drawn into the movie so we can all go home. So everyone got drawn in, and then I got to go do voices for the movie, and that was my first ever job.
But yeah, and here she is, and and the only problem, I gotta say, the only problem with this being her first con, you guys, is that after this it's all downhill, because there's nobody like you guys, you know? Okay, I love Kaitlyn.
Yes, so the next question, go ahead.
Hi, I have a question for Jim.
But what is your name and your favorite dessert?
My name is Thomas, and my favorite dessert, oh my gosh, I just say anything chocolate.
Fried? No, just kidding, go ahead.
This isn't the South, man.
Alright, so my question is, who would you choose over the other? Winnie the Pooh or Tigger?
Yes. I can't believe you knew that. But yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for that. Next question, go ahead.
Hi, I'm David, and my favorite dessert would have to be anything chocolate. Kaitlyn, welcome. The rest of you guys, welcome back. Now, my question is for Jim. Out of all the Disney afternoon characters, which one or ones are your favorite, actually?
Which characters in Disney Afternoon? Don Carnage is up there. He's a pretty good one. I like Louie, Darkwing.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them. You know, it's Bonkers.
Oh, yeah.
It's always, yeah. And yeah, that's it, I think. And the rest of them, obviously, too.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
I gave him $5 to ask me that.
How are you?
Pretty well. My question is for Rob, and I was wondering, where did you come up for the voice of Carl Weezer?
Well, I spent so much time in rehab. I'll tell you what, Carl Weezer, by the way, thank you very much, folks, because for some reason, Carl and his croissants have really hit a nerve. I ripped it off of a voice I did with Jimmy. I did a show with Jim called Goof Troop. And Jimmy played my dad, and I was PJ. And so I took that kind of weird sound and made it a little higher with the lazy L, and I made a lot more car payments.
A little less puberty.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget to finish your croissant.
All right. How are you?
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Justin, and my favorite dessert is banana cream pie. So, all right, my question is for Jim. Since you practically carried the Disney Afternoon on your shoulders, how long did it take to film an episode of any show you've done?
Did I crack something, did you say?
No, I said you carried the whole Disney Afternoon.
Oh, jeez. No, I don't know about that. No, I was in there, though. And now I forgot the question. So yes.
How long would it take to film an episode of just any show?
Oh, well, they're all kind of the same. You know, we tend to work to have fun, and then, but not necessarily dawdle. But you're allotted 4 hours, and it never takes 4 hours. I don't know, it just doesn't seem to, you know, and you just go ahead and do those, and then if you slur a word or something like that, which I used to do on purpose, so they'd call me back in and get another session fee, then you have to go back and do that. And then I would also try and sneak in not quite profanities, but things that upon hearing them later, they go, wait a minute. What did he say? Oh no, get him back. Get him back in there. He's, you know, I remember Rob and I were playing some, I think we were coyotes or something in one of our shows, and there were two guys up there. Does this belong to you? And I said, nope, it must be urine. And it sounded kind of like a hillbilly country bumpkin.
Yep.
At the time, so I got away with it. They go, did he say it must be urine? Well, crap, we can't have that. Let's get him back here. And so yeah, I'm sure that answered your question perfectly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, next question.
Hi, Hamps.
Oh, wow, hey.
Bless you.
Hi. So my favorite. Okay. My favorite dessert is cake, and my favorite cake is lemon cake. And the question that I wanted to ask Jess.
Yes?
So I just wanted to say that, what was your favorite film that you ever made?
My favorite film that I ever made? Well, first of all, I thought you were great in Home Alone. and I know you don't know what that is, but your friends are going to tell you later. I think, you know what? What is your name, by the way, buddy? What's your name?
My name is Peter.
Peter, it is so nice to meet you. You are such a nice young man. I think my favorite film that I didn't make it because I don't even know how to, make a spool of tape, but I was in it. I'm very, very fond of a movie called Up. Did you ever see that movie?
Yes.
You'd like it. It's about a man whose house goes up into the sky because it's carried by balloons. And what I loved about that movie is that it was so sweet because it had a beautiful love story in it. But I'll tell you, another thing that I love about movies that you might not know, did you ever see a movie called Finding Nemo?
Yes.
You did see that movie? Do you know who I played in that movie?
Who?
I played about 16 seagulls in 16 different voices, and all I did...
And can you say what they said?
Do you know what word they said? Do you remember what word the seagulls said, Peter?
No, I don't really watch Finding Nemo because I'm like forgetting to watch it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But anyway...
George Takei would be a good hint.
The word they said was mine. That was all me. So, you see, I love that movie too because it's on t-shirts now. I love you, Peter.
Love you too.
Thank you, Peter.
Go have some lemon cake, buddy.
All right, next question, please.
Good job, Peter.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Love that guy.
How are you?
It was amazing.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, my name is James, and
James.
you gotta love cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake, yeah, hell yeah.
I'm soaking in it. I have a question for Rob. Do you have any advice for aspiring voice actors?
Yes, there's one particular, the question about aspiring or perspiring, if we're up here on the stage. If you go to our friend D. Bradley Baker, who has been here before. Yeah, he is the real deal. Dee has put together the most comprehensive, real-time, big shot Hollywood voice acting website called, very simply, iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. That is probably the best, most up-to-date information. He talks about teaching. He talks about how pretty much all of us have gotten here and our backstories. I can also, at the risk of sounding self-aggrandizing, but I can recommend my podcast, which is called Talkin' Tunes.
Yes, I can recommend it too.
And
less self-aggrandizing.
These folks and soon to be Kaitlyn will all have been on it. And I think most of them are available on Spotify or maybe still the Nerdist website. But it's really excellent information from the people whom you see before you, and probably 70 or 80, Nancy Cartwright, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, Tress MacNeille, Tara Strong, over and over and over and over again. So those are two really, really good resources, and they're totally free. So give it a shot.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next question, how are you?
I'm doing good. My name's Dallas Monroe. My favorite dessert is chocolate eclairs.
All right. Yay.
My question is for Jess. Who's been some of your favorite directors that you've worked with?
Wow, that's a great question. One of the all-time greats has got to be a lady named Andrea Romano. Yeah. See, what I love is you guys know your stuff, man. Because the folks that aren't doing the voices, when people go, "You're wacko," I'm like, yeah, me and 50 other people are wacko, because there's the guys who write them and the guys who do the art, and there's the music that goes behind them, and the directors that get the best performances. There have been so many good ones, and I would give you a list, but I know I'd leave somebody out, and then I'd kick myself in the head later for forgetting. But it's a hard job, man, because basically, we all have unofficial ADD really bad. So when you're trying to corral 6 people like this in a room and make them all focus on what's on the page and do that without just going off on tangents, it can be difficult, but the best of the best definitely know how to do it. Andrea certainly comes to mind, and I know we all have favorites, but put it this way, any big cartoon that you like, if you see the voice director's name, I guarantee you they know what they're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question, bro.
Thank you.
And let's get eclairs. I want to go get an eclair now. You got me thinking.
Wow, Yakko.
I know. Hello, Yakko.
Hi, my name is... I'm sorry, I'm a little
overwhelmed.
Robbo, it's you if you were a very cute girl.
Hello, me.
I'm flattered, thank you so much. But I have a question for Mr. Paulsen. I wanted to ask, what was your reaction when you found out the Animaniacs would be coming back to Hulu with the original cast and tow?
Oh my goodness. Firstly, Eliza, thank you very much for asking. And by the way, before I answer your very sweet question, these three lovely ladies are doing such a great job. You guys are killing it. You guys. We have three wonderful people over here helping our hearing impaired friends, and they're really doing an excellent job. So,
and if you guys are going to be at Twisted Tunes, we're sorry. Okay, that's all we want to say. We're sorry.
Advance.
What was my reaction to the fact that it came? Well, probably not dissimilar to yours, my dear. Which is to say, holy beep. I don't know that truly there is a way to fully express how fortunate we are and we feel, and utter gratitude. As many of you obviously understand, to get a chance to do Animaniacs again, a show that has become what it's become, with a gap that it is older than you've been alive.
Yeah.
With Mr. Spielberg again, and it was Mr. Spielberg who made the call and said, we're not going to, this isn't about hiring movie stars to be the voices. This is about authenticity of the characters. And so it is a huge gift, and thank you very much for embracing it.
Yeah, you guys, thank you, man.
Thank you, Jakob.
Thank you, sweetie.
Next question. How are you? Are you bringing gifts?
Door prizes.
Are
those eclairs? I'm sorry.
No, unfortunately, this is my microphone from my home studio to get a few signatures on it from some of you.
Oh, cool.
Good, man.
My name is Chris. I'm a huge fan of raspberry cheesecake. And my question is for Mr. LaMarche. Voice acting is a natural extension of acting. It involves all of the same muscles involved in that part. How much thought and what kind of work do you put into, say, the motivations, the fears, the desires for a high energy character like something from the Animaniacs? Or is that something that gets in the way of delivering a good performance?
When an actor acts, first he discusses acting with his other actors. Then there's more acting. I agree with you that, and experience has borne out that many of the same skills are involved in being a voice actor as being an actor. In fact, Rob and I will always, we just literally lob this one back and forth when people ask us. It's small v, big A. You have to be a good actor to be a good voice actor. It's less about the voice than you think it is. The voice is an added, kind of bag of tricks if you can do a lot of impressions. But some of my favorite voice actors are people that only have one voice, but they play it so well it becomes their signature. Lorenzo Music, who was the Garfield and also Peter Venkman on the original Real Ghostbusters. This is all he did. And he was also Carlton, your doorman. And he actually signed things, here I am in I hope you enjoy my voice. Yeah. All my voice, that's what he said, all of my voice. But he's a fantastic actor and a brilliant writer. So, the thing that gets left out of the mix is like dancing. And you don't have to find your key light. And your mark is being this far away from the microphone, Other than that, you're right, it's the same skill set. You put yourself in what your character's feeling, doing, what he wants. What does the characters want is one of the great questions of both writing and acting. What do I want right now? What am I going for? And as you do that, you find yourself less listening to what you sound like and just being it. And that's really the key, just letting go and being it. So that's been my experience.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, Spider-Man.
Wow, Spider-Man's here.
Walloping web snappers.
Looking good, buddy.
Okay, so I'm Kendrick Servos, and my favorite dessert is brownies. And my question is for Jim. What was your favorite episode of Winnie the Pooh to record?
Well, I sure liked The Search for Christopher Robin and the Tigger movie. That was cool. And my latest would really have to be Christopher Robin, who came out a couple years ago, when you were just a kid. But it's really, I like this. I joke around and I'm a sort of a Weisenheimer, but I'm a big softie inside. And that one kind of got to me. I mean, I cried and I knew it was going to happen, so it's pretty crazy. What was your favorite episode? Or I should have said whatever.
I'd say The Search for Christopher Robin was definitely one of my favorites. And the main reason I asked that question is because I remember, whenever we'd go over to my grandparents, they would have a VHS of Winnie the Pooh, and that would be the only thing we'd watch, and we'd watch it for 12 hours straight, the entire series.
Good man. Well, you were raised right.
Good for you.
Well, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy.
I think we're running out of time. We only have room for, I think, 1 or 2 more questions.
Listen, if we don't get to your questions, man, come say hi to us. We'd love to see you guys and smile at you, and we'll be happy to answer anything you want to know. We're downstairs, right, Jeff?
Yeah, they're in the hall. You guys
we're someplace. I know where we're at.
Okay, so my name's Cannon. I was going to say brownies, but Spider-Man, who's my younger brother, stole mine. So I'm gonna go probably chocolate chip cookies, just classic, simple.
Nice.
My question is for Jess.
Cool.
Does Will Shatner know who you are yet?
Oh my God. Now listen, dude, as far as I know, I haven't seen him in 3 years, but I'll tell you guys real quick. So look, and by the way, the reason if he doesn't, it's because of folks like you not blowing it on the internet, you know what I mean? Because if you guys all go out there and go, oh yeah, William Shatner thinks Jess Harnell is Gene Simmons, it's all good. Because in case you didn't know, he's my neighbor, he thinks I'm in Kiss. It's awesome. True story. But the last time that I saw him, I'll tell you this, I know I hadn't told this story the last time I was here. I was in my garage doing a few things, it was 7:30, and he's walking by my house with his wife and they're holding hands, and he walks by and he sees me. By the way, I never told him I was Gene Simmons, I just didn't say I wasn't, so it's not really a lie. So he goes, he goes, hi Gene, and I go, hey Bill, and just on the spur of the moment I went, rock on man, like that, right? Now wait, you're gonna love this, because I put my hand down kind of quick, and he gave me this look because I think he thought I did the live long and prosper, but he knew it wasn't really that. So then he kind of looks at me and he goes, oh, believe me. And he held up one finger like this and he keeps walking and he goes, I intend to. And he walks away with one finger up in the air. And what made me really happy is all through the next day I was thinking, William Shatner is going up to people right now going, you know what this means? This means rock on. Gene Simmons taught me this. So it's pretty good.
That's lovely.
I love the question. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the clock has just run out on us, so I want to say thank you.
We're doing another panel Q&A tomorrow, and then we got Twisted Tunes, bro.
Twisted Tunes on Saturday. Big round of applause for these folks up here.
Thanks, you guys.
Come and see them at their tables. They'll be signing right after this.
Give a huge round of applause, everybody.